Hello guys, this video is about how to prepare for NEET 2020. This is going to be more about evaluating yourself. Now, first and foremost thing, let's be honest. Since the exams are getting postponed, many of you might feel low right now. Many of you might feel that you've taken a really bad decision uh, to become a doctor and all. I've been hearing a lot of these stuffs. Do not give up. It's totally fine. It's totally okay. I can understand your situation, but this is not permanent. There is going to be a NEET exam for sure. So don't give up. Even a week of break from your preparation for NEET examination is going to affect your mark drastically. Okay. So let's get into the video. So I have categorized the NEET aspirants into three categories: the beginners, the intermediates, and the advanced. So the beginners. Uh, Beginners are those who have not taken up any coaching. Apart from their CBSE exams or their state board exams, class 12 exams, okay? The intermediates are those who did go to coaching centers, reputed coaching centers, but did not concentrate well due to X and Y reasons. Third ones are the advanced people. These are guys who are the toppers, who were the toppers in their institutes and who are really clear with their concepts right now and who are ready to, solve questions. So these are three categories. Okay, the first thing that I want to insist is about the revision plan. So if you guys are going to read something today, let's say for example you guys are reading biotechnology chapter today. The thing is, if you guys read it today, you need to revise it periodically. Periodic revision is the key key to success for NEET or for any competitive exam for that matter. So if you guys read it today, you need to give a break for 2 days. Again after 2 days, on the third day you guys have to read that lesson again. So that 2 days time period is for you to unlearn the chapter. Okay. Again on third day you guys have to relearn it. Again for 4 days. Okay. Just give a break. Again on the fifth day you guys have to relearn it. Okay, so this cycle is up for about 22 days. So you have to learn it, unlearn it, relearn, unlearn, and then again relearn. If you guys do this, the chapter is going to stay in your memory for a longer period of time. Yeah, so the beginners, let's talk about you guys. It is never too late for you guys to start preparing. Since you guys don't know the exact date of when NEET is going to be conducted, you guys can start preparing even from today. Okay. Uh, if you guys, concentrate properly and study consistently for the next 40 days or 35 days, you guys can really score minimum of 500 marks with whatever you guys have learned for your CBSE exams. You have to put a little more effort to that when it comes to physics and chemistry. Biology, it is going to be the same. Okay, so you guys don't have to really bother about biology, but then you guys have to revise a lot in aspects of biology. So do not give up again. You need to concentrate properly and the correct method of studying. Correct method of studying is that the periodic revision. Okay, yeah, that is what I mean. You guys have to revise things periodically so that you don't forget them. And instead of hard work, you guys have to do smart work. Smart work, by which I mean is, instead, if you guys are thorough with the concepts, some topic, you guys can start solving question papers. By solving question papers, what I really mean is going through the papers. Now it is, really easy for you guys. You guys can download question papers, previous year question papers, topic wise question papers with solutions and answer key. So just read the question, read the solution. I'll tell you guys how much going through solving question papers matters at the end of this video. Yeah, the intermediates. You guys, what you have to do is the first place, just write down your strong and weak topics. Okay, first thing, that is what you guys have to do. After writing down, what you guys have to do is start solving questions from your strong topics and revise your concepts from weak topics. Okay, so if you guys do that, what happens is you're going to get more stronger on your strong topics and more strong on your weak topics also. So do that. Second thing, follow a perfect study plan or a routine. Okay, that by which what I mean is stick on to your study plan. Do not deviate or move up. Okay, so yeah, stick on to a study plan, revise periodically, concentrate properly, do not get distracted, and revise concepts periodically. Even for you guys should also start solving question papers. By solving, what I mean is going through question papers. Okay, start doing that. You guys get part syllabus papers also, right? So once you complete a topic, solve questions from that particular topic. Okay. Advanced people, you guys should only solve papers. Here, what I mean is solve papers, not going through papers. You guys have to solve papers. Keep an alarm with you. Set the alarm for 3 hours. Make sure you guys avoid negative marking. And once after you complete your paper, give it to somebody, your mother or father or your brother or sister, to anybody. Ask them to evaluate your paper. Okay, ask them to tell you where you're going wrong. You should have somebody to evaluate your paper for sure. Okay, then the most important thing is you guys should know your weakness and not your strength, because when you guys get to know your strength, what we humans intend to do is we will feel that we will take it to our head and we'll feel that I know all these topics, so I'll be solving whatever answer I get for this question from this topic is going to be the correct answer. But then what happens is at times we might end up getting wrong answers also. So don't take your do not feel that you're strong in that you are really strong in particular topics. It is okay to feel strong, but don't feel overconfident about any topic. But then know your weakness so that you will be extra careful while solving your questions. You might feel that okay, I should concentrate more on these questions, or else I'm going to get negative marking. Okay. Yeah. Here comes the thing. How important is solving question papers? See, since most of you, all of you would have studied for your boards, either because of your peer pressure or your family pressure, or for any reason for that matter, you guys would have prepared well for your CBSE boards. So you basically know the concepts. Okay, maybe you guys would have forgot things due to this COVID-19 lockdown and all, because you guys might have become out of touch with the syllabus. just give it a brush up and then start solving papers. Here I mean going through papers. Even if you guys go through 5 papers a day, 40 days it is going to be 200 papers. So this, the benefit of this is, if you guys, go through the paper, what happens is, you will eventually get to know the way to solve a question. Okay, the way to attempt a question. You will understand how, how it works, how it really works, what type of questions are asked, what is the level of complexity, in what way should I think, in what way should I approach a question. So you'll get all the answers for your questions, for your unanswered questions. So start going through, your question papers. You guys have a lot of opportunities. You can get it either from your coaching institutes, or even we do provide question papers. You can contact us for question papers also. And about this 40 days study plan, yes, we do have one. If you guys are really interested on it, do contact us. Yeah, exam tips. You can follow these habits even when you solve in your home and also in the main exam. The thing is, since the duration is 180 minutes, it is supposed to be 1 minute per question. You guys cannot do that in case of physics and chemistry, right? So you guys have to reduce the time you spend in biology so that you can save more time for physics and chemistry. Always start attempting from your second favorite subject. For example, for me, chemistry would be my second favorite, biology would be the top, physics would be the third one. So you guys, so if you ask me, I would start from chemistry first, because the thing is, I might get the answers correct most of the time, or sometime, and sometime the answers are going to be wrong. So I know that. So I will not personally feel that this is over. When I don't get answers, so I'll not feel bad basically, because I know I'll get answers only for few of the questions. So start with chemistry. Start with your second favorite subject, and then go to your favorite subject or your third favorite subject. It goes with you, but then start with your second favorite subjects always. The thing is, since biology, everybody is fond of biology, what the examiner, the person who sets the question paper might feel is to keep the first questions be the hardest, first 10 questions, so that you become emotionally weak. Yeah. So that is how the psychology works. But then don't worry about that. Just give your best shot. Second thing would be, don't waste time on hard questions in physics and chemistry. Try to solve all the questions then go to the medium level questions, and then finally to the hard if you have time. Otherwise, solve the known questions first. Okay, so if you guys ask me about the preparation thing for biology, chemistry and physics, for biology you guys have to only refer NCERT. Only from NCERT you guys can expect 75 to 80 questions. But then the problem is, you guys have to read each and every line from NCERT, including the diagrams, the tables, anything. Okay, whatever is there in that book, you guys have to read both the volumes, the 11th and the 12th standards. You will get direct statements from NCERT book. That's what happens with biology. For chemistry, according to organic chemistry, at least 80% of questions come only from NCERT, and inorganic chemistry also, no, almost 80 to 85% is going to be from NCERT. Only when it comes to physical chemistry, you guys have to solve a lot more problems. Even in case of organic and inorganic, you guys have to solve a lot more problems. So for the sake of concept, you guys can refer NCERT for both biology and chemistry. For physics, obviously you need a better version, higher version than NCERT. You guys can prefer HC Verma for concept reference. For questions, yeah, there are a lot of institutes from where you guys can get questions. Either you can buy them or even for free. I don't know if any institute is providing them for free. Yeah, so it depends. So that is how you guys have to prepare. Yeah, I have some motivational pictures for you. Don't give up. Yeah. When you're ready to quit, just remember how good you will look in that white coat. So yeah, when you guys enter into a medical or dental college, the first day of your college is going to be this white coat ceremony. They are going to provide you guys white coats, and they'll ask you guys to take oaths. That would be the most, most wanted moment and the most prestigious moment. Okay, always dream, think about that moment. Think of you guys wearing that white coat and standing in front of everybody, your parents, taking pictures of you. Think about that moment. Always stay motivated. Yeah, the last one. Let them sleep while you grind. Let them party while you work. The difference will definitely show, guys. Consistency is the only key to success.